What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have some more Freddy Funko leaks coming in from the in-person and online take-home box of fun, and we actually have one San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that has leaked that we need to talk about, and we potentially have a huge disaster on our hand, which I, of course, will break down. So the first thing that we need to discuss is we did get another leak of a second Freddy as Pinocchio. If you guys remember last week, we did get the leak of the take-home Pinocchio Freddy that was going to be 2,000 pieces. However, now we have another one that just got leaked. This one is for the show, so the in-person Fundays event, coming in at 550 pieces right off the bat. I love the piece count. This is evidence that there is going to be very low pieces given out at, or low piece pops given out at Fundays, which is a great sign. However, I'm a little bit concerned right from the get-go because this Pinocchio is the exact same Freddy mold as the previous black and white Pinocchio that was leaked last week, although this time it's slightly different in terms of variation, with it being sepia. I really think that this is borderline at best as what Funko can typically get away with here for the box of fun and Fundays as a whole, with this being an exclusive. Now, I know some people are probably going to be very excited to get this because it is such a low piece count. However, at the same time, I really think Funko is just taking the laziest road they could possibly go down by giving us two very similar Freddy Pinocchios with, obviously different piece counts, and one being exclusive to the box of fun and one being exclusive to the in-person Fundays event. In the case of Freddy Pinocchio here, this really shows that the people who are going to Fundays are not getting a Freddy that's significantly different enough for me to justify going to the event. So hopefully we'll see some other Freddys that are really cool, really unique, that start leaking, and we do actually have one more to talk about from the in-person event that will make the event worth it and make it so exciting and, a grand experience to go, because at the end of the day, a lot of the reason why people go is to get really cool Freddys and really cool exclusives to take back home with them for their collection or to sell to other people. So that is the first leak that we have to talk about. The next one comes in the form of Freddy as StarLord, and I definitely welcome this as we are getting a brand new Marvel character that is never been made into a Freddy before, so that receives a huge thumbs up from me. This is going to be an online take-home box exclusive, 1,500 pieces, Freddy Funko as StarLord, and the real bummer with this one, though, is that it's another head swap Freddy. I really think Funko had a really huge opportunity on their hands to do something very creative with Star-Lord's mask. He has a very unique mask slash helmet in the Marvel Universe, and one of the things that it does, which is a little bit more unique to Star-Lord's helmet compared to a lot of other characters who wear helmets and masks, is that his sort of fades away from the sides instead of something that has to be taken off, or like Iron Man's where it, disappears and collapses into the back of his suits. Star-Lord's fades away. So I think it would have been really cool, instead of a head swap, if Funko was just a little bit more creative and actually came up with a design that showed the mask fading away, and when the mask is fading away, instead of revealing Star-Lord's face, it's revealing Freddy's face. So I think that's a missed opportunity right there. But this next one I know is got a lot of people talking and a lot of people very excited, because we have our first leak of a sub 500 piece pop that is going to be given away exclusively at this year's Fundays. It's got the show only sticker on there, which is fine. I mean, the sticker is a little bit black and white, nothing really too fancy there. However, we do have a Blacklight Freddy Funko as StarLord, limited to only 250 pieces, that will be given out exclusively at Fundays. This is pretty cool in terms of the blacklight fitting the character, StarLord being a character that's mainly doing all of his, escapades in space. I think the blacklight actually suits this character very well, although it's just a color change. There's nothing unique or special about the mold compared to the regular Freddy StarLord that I just showed you guys, so I'm a little bit bummed in that instance. And once again, I'm also a little bit bummed that we are getting two Freddys of the exact same character for the same Fundays event. They're doing it with Pinocchio, and now they're doing it with StarLord. And this is something that I was really hoping Funko would get away from, because it just screams laziness. And I'll give you an example of where Funko wasn't lazy last year, and it actually drew a lot of hype and a lot of excitement because there was only one version of this pop, and it was a Blacklight pop. If you guys remember last year, we got the Freddy Funko as Two-Face. Very limited pop. He was Blacklight. Once again, really cool mold. Love how they did the color swap and everything for the two sides of his face. However, there was no regular Freddy as Two-Face. There was no metallic Freddy as Two-Face. If you want Freddy as Two-Face, which I'm actually still hunting for my collection, the only way to get it is in that Blacklight form. So that's where I think, you know, the Blacklight can shine a little bit, where if it's the only variant of a very low piece count Freddy, I think that's appropriate. If it's just another variant with a lower piece count, but you still have the other versions at higher piece count of the same character, that to me is not necessarily as exciting. So my first issue, of course, is multiple Freddys of the same character, and then my second big issue with this potential disaster we have on our hands is the laziness with the head swaps. I mentioned that I really think StarLord could use a really cool fadeaway mask, and this is not something that Funko hasn't done before. They've done plenty of times where they've given a Freddy Funko a helmet or a mask or something that's unique to that character as a really cool creative design. Last year we had Freddy as Marvin the Martian. All three of the Freddy, or all four of the Freddy, Marvin the Martians, all had his unique and special helmet. With the NFTs, we've seen numerous Freddy as, you know, XYZ Transformer character, all with helmets and not crowns. I think that is just a huge missed opportunity for StarLord, for Iron Man, for these characters that have signature helmets and masks. Funko really needs to step up their creativity right here. So those are all the Freddy leaks that we have to date. I'm sure more of them will continue to leak. We still don't know when the box of fun is dropping. We don't know how much it's going to be. So of course, when we get that information, we will of course pass it on to you guys. But the last thing I want to talk about really quick is actually our first official con sticker, San Diego Comic-Con 2025 exclusive. It comes in the form of Sensational SpiderMan. Now, if you guys don't know the history behind Sensational SpiderMan, it's actually the Ben Reilly version of Spider-Man, where he actually temporarily took over the mantle of Spider-Man from Peter Parker back in the mid-90s. And I think this pop looks amazing. He's got his unique suit, great dynamic mold. The only bummer, though, is we are going with a purple sticker here in 2025. We have seen the purple sticker several times throughout the years for San Diego Comic-Con. I actually have my young Leia right here. For 2023, we got a purple San Diego Comic-Con sticker. We also got for 2017 a purple Comic-Con sticker. So it looks like we're going with a lighter shade of purple this year. I would have liked to see maybe a color that's never been done before, but nonetheless, I think this Spider-Man pop looks great, and if I have the opportunity to pick it up, I definitely will be doing so. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, are you excited about the Freddys that we've seen thus far? Are you excited for the Sensational Spider-Man? I'm really hoping we get some really creative designs for Freddys, and hopefully for some Frannies start to leak out here. Funko is capable of being extremely creative. We're seeing it with the NFTs. I have a video coming up later this week breaking down Fundays Series 2, which looks incredible. So I really hope Funko steps up their game and doesn't just rely on the fact that Fundays always sells out. They're always going to have people there. The box of fun always sells out. People are always going to buy it online, and just banking on those two things and just saying, you know what, we can throw whatever Freddys, Frannies, Protos, or limited pieces in the boxes. It doesn't matter. People are going to buy them anyway. That's not an acceptable cop-out for Funko to cut corners when it comes to creativity in my mind. So those are my thoughts on the current leaks. Let me know yours down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date on all of the leaks regarding Fundays and San Diego Comic-Con, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. As always, don't stop shooting until you score, and we'll see you all very soon.